All right, what's going on, everybody? We have got the new setup. We've got the computer going. I wanted to do this round on this computer setup because we're going to build a new one. So I kind of wanted to let people see how this computer works. We're using GS Pro, which is a pretty graphic-intensive software, which a lot of them are. So that's not that big of a deal. But just wanted you to be able to see it and how it works. We're playing at Chicago Golf Club. That was hit a little off the toe to the right. So we're going to play this, let you see it. I am playing on auto putt random. That's typically how we play. So if you're looking for putting and stuff, you're not going to get that today. I'm not much of a putter when it comes to this stuff in here. I've got my putting mat and stuff behind. I work on my putting there. So I'm hitting a 7-iron out of the junk there. I just didn't think I could get more. What I like about this is, there is some lies and stuff like that. You got to think a little bit. So I like that you got to work on that stuff. Hey, I'm in the rough. Is it going to spin? We are using an RCT golf ball, just a regular Pro V. And let's see what we got, 42. Try to pitch. It's a big slope, I know. So I got the privilege of playing here this year. And 3 putts, which ironically, I hit the green in 2 on that hole in that pretty much exact same spot. And I 3-putted it. Pretty crazy greens. You got to know them when you're playing them. Like this hole in particular was like that. So here we go, driver. Pretty good, a little pull, but I hit it okay. Maybe I didn't. We have hit it OB. Try that again. So we'll kind of see. I've actually been playing pretty good. I've been starting to play a lot more tournaments this year, trying to get back into that, which has been an adjustment. My chipping's not been very good, not very good. I've actually been driving it okay. Let's see, that one was pretty good, and I tried to start it a little more right. I do like to on this. So first off, let's do a little math there. I've been driving at about 290 this year. I haven't warmed up. I literally, first swings of the day were those. So what would that be math-wise? It was 452, so about 270, 270-ish, somewhere in there, right? So yeah, not bad. I've been driving it maybe a little longer than that, but again, not warmed up, and who knows. Got a 6-iron here. I'm going to try to get it up there. That's left. So, it's been good this year, but big things are just hitting it really, really solid has been nice. Like, actually, my 3-wood, I've got a new 3-wood and driver. I've got Cobra driver and 3-wood, and I absolutely love them. So we're out of the rough. I'm going to hit it a little harder. So this is where, when we played here in real life, I actually was on this side after 2. It's a very tough hole. It was actually pretty windy. And it just played tough. And actually hit it over the green in the other bunker. Had to get up and down from the other bunker for a bogey. So this hole then, I came up on this hole. I hit a 4-iron. I actually hit the flag. Flew it into the flag. I hit it way too far for it to, I wasn't even trying to fly it to the flag. But we made birdie. Got a great bounce and only stayed like 5 feet away and made the putt. We got a 5-iron here. That was hit pretty good. Pretty good. So, there's some settings and stuff that you can work with. that you can work with. Like there are, like, you know, if you feel like the ball is curving a lot, you can, there's something there in there to like reduce curve. I've got it on maximum, you know, might as well. I'd rather it be harder than too easy, especially when we're still playing and I'm still playing outside and stuff. That's another big reason that we're not doing the putting, because I am playing outside and all that. So I don't really want to mess anything up. I've actually been putting pretty good. So, but big thing here is just to let you see the computer and how it runs. You know, I know a lot of people are trying to decide if their computers are good enough, all of that stuff. So you can see it runs pretty well. Runs pretty well. So, okay, here we go, par 5. When we played here, that's so left. When we played here, see, and I don't mind. I like the curve. It's pretty realistic, right? Like, I don't want it to be easy. I want to get better. But yeah, when we played here in real life, I actually went back-to-back birdies. That was fun. Big giant slope in the front of this green. Like, I was just short in 2. I had to putt it up like a 15-foot hill. Almost chipped it, but as I mentioned, my chipping has not been fun. So I'm going to hit an 8-iron out of here. Just try to clear this cross bunker out of the rough, out of the stuff. Get it out there. And we'll go from there. So what was really cool about this course, and you can actually see it there, you know, you can see how that green is risen up. That happens a lot. I think 2 holes from now, I ended up making a double bogey. That was pretty good. I like that one a lot. That's just a smooth pitching wedge for me. Get all the way there. Stop. There's giant slopes. So, yeah, I guess I'll talk about that more when we get there, but, you know, big stuff going on with slopes and stuff. And the biggest thing is they don't no rangefinders at this course, which is actually pretty cool. And like no phones at all on the property. So like, you know, if you do that, you're just like, I mean, you might not come out of there alive. So they don't want anybody taking pictures or anything of the place. This hole, I messed this one up pretty good when we played it. I had it in the fairway bunker on the left. We were playing a tee back, like as far back as you could go. So it was much longer to the bunker on the left. But then I had to pitch it out, and I messed around. From this tee, man, I just can feel that left. So from this tee, we're just hitting that one. We're going to try to get a gap all the way there. It's 100 to the flag coming out of the junk. Let's see if we can clear. I'm just trying to basically get it on, just kind of like that. That's it. So I took a 125-yard club, tried to just get it on there. 3 putts. That's brutal, but you know, see what we can do. So yeah, then this is the hole. I drove it right down the middle, and I had like 90 yards left. Very firm golf course too, by the way. I hammered it, but left. Man. I'm out in the middle of the field. Boy, I have to mess with some of that. Might mess with some of the curve. I promise I've been hitting it a lot better than that. Hitting a 5-iron out, not going to really get there, I don't think. Just trying to get back to the fairway. So, let's see here. 40 yards. So this was the hole. You don't really see it a whole lot here, but there's a giant false front. I landed it, the pin was right over it, I landed it pin high, a little left of it, and I spun it back. And I had like, from 90 yards, I ended up having like 60 yards left for the next one. I try to play a little skipper. Oh, didn't see that one. No read. Try it again. Oh, and I bladed it. That's what I've been doing with my chipping. And it worked out here, obviously, but that's my chipping right now. And I've been working so hard on it, and it's getting pretty frustrating to do. So this hole, this is a hole, this is really cool. This is a Redan hole. So Redan is just basically, think of like a NASCAR track. The hole curves to the left like that, and it is super banked, super banked. So really cool hole. I had not played one really like this, especially to this degree. So when we played it, the pin was all the way in the back left, but the play is you got to hit it to the right, kind of let it take the slope and run back there. If you miss right, you're in trouble. I missed in the bunker left, and it's really, really low. You know, it's like 15 feet below. And that wasn't very easy either. So, very cool hole, though. Hit that one pretty good. Little left, but I hit it pretty good. So, I do like how it feels like it's pretty... Distances are really good. I mean, I've been hitting it. I've been doing work with the stack system. So, I've been hitting the ball a lot farther this year. Kind of getting back to what I'm used to. Oh, 3-putt. Which has been nice. But I've been hitting it pretty solid. So I'm trying to decide. I like that. I want it to be tough. So I'll have to just maybe check it out outside. Make sure I'm kind of hitting it. So this hole, I hit driver in this hole. And we were playing a tee back again when we did this. There's the bunker on the left side way up there. It's in the yardage book. It was 355 yards to it, and I hit driver, and I hit a perfect drive. You just go right over this bunker in front of you. And I started on the back nine. I missed that right. I started on the back nine. Oh man, I'm going in that bunker. Soft. No. You know, I had hit in a lot of bunkers. Let's just say that. I felt bad. I had somebody caddying for me. I felt bad for him. I was like, man, I'm sorry. You've had to rake like 12 bunkers today. So we hit the drive, and I'm like, oh, finally, we're not going to be in a bunker. Then we get up there, and we're like, oh, man, I'm in a bunker. And it's 350 yards away. And still made the par on the hole, though. That was nice. 6-iron. Not really sure how the sand plays. So it definitely affected it a little bit. Not much, though. Like a fairway bunker in real life, I might take like a half club. It really depends on the sand type. You know, where you're kind of like, all right, what's the deal? But, you know, I don't take too much off. So 276 to the end there, 290. So this should be okay. When we played here, again, very firm, very fast. This was actually downwind. So 3-wood was the play, not to go in the water. It's the only water on the course for 9 and 10. That one was hit really good, little draw. That's what I've been hitting. Maybe I just got to start them more right. That one felt pretty good. That one felt pretty good. I hit it good. So, which ironically, this is kind of, I was actually in the right junk when we played this hole. So again, how firm and fast it was. I was playing, didn't have a great lie, and with my caddy, we said, all right, can't from the right side over there, can I make it over that water on the right? And I hacked it. I made it maybe by 5 yards, and then it ran the rest of the way right into the middle of the green. So, again, very cool course, very fun. That's going to be short. I didn't hit that perfect. Very fun. Definitely a local knowledge course. Now having played it, I would love to go back to try it with some of the... what am I thinking? With knowing some of the greens, because there's definitely, especially when we get to this back nine, because I started on the back nine. has a good chip. Go in. I started on the back nine, and you know, we weren't into the flow of it all yet, where it was like, all right, hey, you've got to hit. You know, you really got to know what you're hitting at on the greens, right? Like, you have to look at the green before you hit into it, because the ball's going to land and it's going to roll somewhere. So, like here on 9 or on 10, definitely don't want to go long. There is a slope guarding that pin front. So we're trying to, so this is a 9-iron, which should not go long. I hit it right around 150, and I landed it on top. So it's going to kick away. You can see the slope going back to the water. So we played it. It was like, there's a slope just left of that pin. That's where we played it at the bottom of that. It did play heavily into the wind. So we're going to do a little chip. So these are the ones that are always interesting. This is the first time I've had this since the new setup, because you need a chip to register. Sit. Right there's the slope. Okay. So, not bad. But yeah, so you're playing this, and like it was, I saw plenty of people hit the green, 3-putt. This hole has a crazy green. Saw a guy hit an absolute perfect bunker shot. Pin was on the back left. Guy in our group missed it in the bunker to the right. Hit an absolute wonderful shot. We thought it was going to be like 2 inches away. I turned away and was starting to look at my ball. Then all of a sudden it was off the green. I aimed a little more right there. I'm tired of hitting a hook left. So that felt pretty good. It's a good swing. Let's see, 150 on the dot. Should just be that 9 again. I do want to get my club carousel back out. Alright, 9, we're going to aim a little right of that one. Hit it really good. Trying to get pin high right was my goal. And it should kick left down that slope. It's a good shot. Come on down. So this is where like the pin was more like back, but he had this giant slope. Guy rolled it off the green. It was pretty nuts. And then you get to this hole. This hole's called the punch bowl. And I have not played a punch bowl green in my life. And I'm not sure you're going to be able to see it here, or how well you'll see it. But this green was so crazy. That one I hit really good. Really good. And that's on an arrow. So, I mean, probably just not hitting it is like I thought. So, very good. Again, I said I've been hitting it about 280, 290. If I'm hitting it really good, maybe once in a while I'll get it up to 300. All right, so what happens on this hole is this green, and you can kind of see it. It's up here, right in the middle, and it sits way up high, right? And there's these hills around it, and it sits down like a bowl. It's really, really crazy. Like, again, it was playing dead into the wind. I hit a 6-iron, I think, in. So yeah, I'm hitting a pitching wedge. We've definitely played a little longer back, but I had to aim it at the left side. The pin was in a pretty similar spot, and you just couldn't see anything. So we get up here, I'm like, holy cow. Oh, that's chunky. Didn't get it. Yep. And so when you get here, we're going to see this green. You see how it's really high, and you can see how everything sits down. So I hit the ball in the middle of the green, it rolled to the back edge, chipped it back, and then actually made a good putt for a par. A little 20-yard bunker shot. Oh man, so you can see kind of how everything's in this little bowl, right? 12. 12 out of the rough. So everything's in this little bowl, and it's such a cool little green. And then you play this par 3, where pin was just on the right side, about the same distance. And I hit the middle of the green, but I rolled off the back because there's a giant ridge, and I landed on the back side of it. Again, so as we were starting the round, we're like, man, we really got to know where the ridges are in the greens, because I'm hitting like good shots, and I'm not ending up on the green because I'm bouncing off and stuff. So, stop. This green definitely sits up way really high, and it's like on an infinity edge. So we were asking the members how they mow it, because like they would fall off the edge with a mower. And so they actually do 2-man teams to mow this place, because as the little blader. So what I've been doing, what happens is, you know, like you'll fall in, essentially. So let's go 3 wood. Hit that one good. I've been murdering this 3 wood all year. Like, just, I wish I hit it like a little bit farther, like 270, because then I would just throw the driver away. I've been hitting the driver good too, but I mean, with how good I've been hitting that, it's just not even been close. So 90 sand wedge, gonna hit a full one. Chunked it a little. It's just a touch heavy in the bunker. This is actually where I went in the tournament, got up and down. Play a little bunker shot, a little 8-yarder. It is kind of nice that you have to feel like you're playing like an 8-yard bunker shot, right? Like the size, like it does matter. So that's pretty cool. I mean, is it tougher because you don't have the look at the sand and all that stuff? You know, yeah. But, you know, keeps you on your toes. Trying to hit a little cut, and I think I overdid it. Yep. Be all right. The one thing I'll say about this place is the rough, this tall stuff was very playable. Like as far as a golf course goes, I mean, it was such an enjoyable round because like all of these things are thought about. Like, yeah, we want to put this hay and put this stuff all over the place, and that's how the course is made, but we want it to be playable. Everybody walks here, you know. It's very rare that people take carts. They only do it for handicapped people. So, you know, they're thinking about like, all right, and they play, you know, very strict rules and stuff like that, right? I always love these square greens too. So cool. You know, so they do all that. And they're thinking about that, like, all right, you don't want to have to walk up, look for your ball, and then it's lost, you know, so they spend time. It's tough to play out of. It's not a gimme, but they do, you know, they do think about that stuff and take care of it, and it is nice. Makes for a very enjoyable day. All right, par 5. That one was hit very good. We're getting that driver figured out. So we got 510. So yeah, I'm at about 280-ish or so. So I'm gonna hit 3 wood, 240. Might be a little much, but I want to get there. Green's a little crazy. There's like a big hump in the middle. Hit it pretty good. Just a yard right. Oh man. Great shot though. Like I said, I've been feeling very good with the 3 wood. I have no qualms. You know, as long as I can carry, I trust it. Let's see here, a little 10-yarder. A little deep, I think. And then this is that hump. Stop. Nope. Down it goes. So like tough little pin, because there's a giant hump and it all works to the edges. So the pin, I'm pretty sure they can't put the pin anywhere but the edges of the green. And then you have to work off of that hump. So play a little chip back up. That's pretty good. That would be a good chip there. Chips were getting to 4 or 5 feet pretty much all day. All right, 17. So this tee, this hole's actually playing a lot shorter. There's another tee. You can actually see the path right here. There's like a white walking path on the mat. You walk down that for like another 80 yards, and then just in the middle of the fescue, there's a little tee that we played off of. So it made it a decent carry to get over this bunker on the left, the short one. And I actually got in the rough, and I had no choice. It was so downwind. We were going to carry the bunkers. We knew it was going to run, so we were trying to hit that back bunker in the over by 18 fairway, or actually by 1 fairway. That was a good one. Don't cut too much. But yeah, I mean, it just made for a really cool day. You don't play golf a whole lot like this. I could see how people wouldn't, drive people crazy if you don't have control of your ball. I could definitely see that. I'm going to hit a little gapper in here. So just a smooth gap wedge for me. I could try and power a sand wedge, but not my forte. Good little shot. Give me a birdie for the day. No. I don't even know where I'm at. Plus 10. Ugh. Definitely a lot of 3 putts, I know that. Some bad shots too, though. All right. 1 to go. 18 was pretty benign. Just kind of drive it. You can get past the bunker on the left. Hold it a little. Man, you can feel it too. Hammering it though. Oh, we got 150 out of the junk, getting pretty good out of this stuff. I'm actually going to aim a little right. So when you're doing the software, you can, aim it, right? So I'll do that on this one. But hopefully in this video, just giving you a look at GS Pro. The graphics on the courses are awesome. So it's a cool little community to be part of. I think that's probably my favorite part. And giving you a look at the specs of this computer, because we'll build another one. But that way you can just see how it works. Okay. 30 yarder. Pitch. See, I like that. I tried to put a little more stop on that. All right. Hey, give me the 1 putt, I think. So we got an 80 out of that. Not bad, but a ton of fun. Let me know if you have questions about it, all right? And we'll have more of these Sunday rounds coming up. So thanks for tuning in. Peace.